Thank you, Samantha. Hey everyone, it's Lisa and welcome to Win It Wednesday. You know what that means? That means that, well, as you're hopping on, just say, hey, let me know that you're here. But that means Win It Wednesday means it's your opportunity to win today. So let me hop on real quick so I can see who is hopping on with me. And then we will get going. So Win It Wednesday. What is the question for the day? The question for the day is, of the newest releases, which is your favorite? So we have several items that are new. We have new stencils and we have new pastes. And so let me just talk about the new stencils. We have your choice, which is what we're going to be working on today. That's this stencil here. It says, exercise makes you look better naked, but then again, so does wine. Your choice. So that's what we're working on today. It's going to be so much fun, and we're going to embellish an apron. And I cannot wait to do this with you. So the question of the day, of the releases, which is your favorite? Hey, Michelle and Alicia, thanks for joining. Let me see if I can find us. I'm like, I can hardly read that. You guys, you know, these glasses, they only go so far. So, all right, so of the newest releases, which are your favorite? Your choice, that's a stencil, Every Gift. I love that one. It comes from the book of James. And then we have the Snuggle Bunny, filigree leaf pattern, and then we have new, we have the Rolling Pins 12-pack for spring, stencils, and then the paste that we have the Beachy Keen, the Dusky Rose, we have our Dusky Blue, French Rose, and Vintage Sage. And the Vintage Sage in the catalog looks a little gray, but it's really a green gray. It's really, really cool. So let me pop in here again, see if I can see your comments. I can comment back. Okay, yay, we got comments. We got people jumping in. Hey, Michelle. Michelle says Every Gift. And Pam Russell says Every Gift is my favorite. You know, I didn't know how much I was going to really love that one until I chalked with it, and I just love it. Barb says Every Gift. Hey, Linda, Every Gift. Everybody's loving Every Gift. Okay, Vintage Sage and Wine. Okay, yes. Kathy says hello from Nevada. All right, guys. So let me show you what we're going to do, what you're going to win, okay? What you can win today. So just share the love, sprinkle this around, allow other people to hop on and watch with us so they'll also have a chance to win. So our stencil today that you can win, it says Not Today, Satan. And this, well, actually it's called Not Today. And this is a retired stencil. You can't get this anymore. Except for on a Win It Wednesday, like today. So not today, and it says Not Today, Satan. I saw so many cute things done with this stencil back in the day when it was active. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. Question of the day, you can see it up in the body of this, is of the new releases, which is your favorite? One more time, I'll go over it. Your choice, which we're working on today, Every Gift, the Rolling Pins 12-pack spring, Snuggle Bunny, that's going to be cute. The filigree pattern, I've already done stuff. Oh, we have a visitor.
Did I hear Snuggle Bunny?
We have a visitor. Oh, you guys got to...
You'll be so sorry if you miss the rest of this video. You'll be like my opponent, my last opponent in the ring. He had omoplata syndrome.
What's omoplata syndrome?
He felt like his shoulder was going to leave his body. You don't want to be disappointed because you missed the rest of this video.
This is Nacho Libre. He's come to visit us today.
So happy to be here. Who knew you had the fireplace right here?
Yes. It's fabulous.
Mucho fabuloso.
Everybody say hey to Nacho Libre.
Hello, my adoring fans.
See,
or should I say, Lisa's adoring fans. So great to be here with you today, but I must go spread my awesomeness with the rest of the world.
Okay, Nacho, can I have a little kiss before you go?
Oh, anything for my adoring fans.
Ooh, I got one on the lips. Bye, Nacho. See you later. That was fun. That was fun. So how did I deal? my husband said he wouldn't come on alive unless he was able to wear the Nacho Libre outfit. So there you go. That's Nacho. Hola, Nacho. It says, okay, now he's going around and saying hi to everybody here at the warehouse. So, you know, it's a lot of fun. All right, trying to have a great time around here. Every day is a great time. All right, so today we are going to be working on the newest stencil, one of the newest stencils released called Your Choice. I'm going to show it to you real quick here. And the surface that we're going to be putting it on is an apron. And we are going to work to embellish it to make it something super fun in addition to the stencils. So let me take this out of the packet. And hey, Joey, hey, I think you might have missed Nacho. You'll have to go back and watch. Maybe Nacho Libre will come back. All right. Okay, and this is the stencil. Exercise makes you look better naked, but then again, so does wine. Your choice. And then we're going to be using one of our aprons, and I've taken the apron and turned it up. Let me measure to see how much I've turned it up. I've got our self-healing mat, and it's got measurements on the side, so about 7 inches up from the bottom. I went ahead and folded and pressed it to fold it up because we're going to form pockets out of it. Then we're going to put some fringe and maybe some little pearls, or I don't know what we're going to do yet. But, all right, yes, he is fun. Yes, he is, Jennifer. He is my favorite. All right, so I am going to take I'm going to take our stencil backer here, and I'm going to put it about where I want to. It's an ink mat, actually, is what it's called. And what it does is it allows your fabric to stick to it. See, it's sticky? And the reason for that is that it won't move, right? 2 reasons. It won't move while you're designing, and it also won't allow the ink to bleed through the fabric onto where, you know, whatever is underneath it, either another piece of fabric or the surface that you're on. Okay, so I am just going to roll this back and kind of put it in place. I kind of like to do the inside out. It kind of helps me get it placed better. I'm going to put it right here and then roll it over. Okay, hope you guys can see that okay. And then I am going to take, so it's going to start about, let me show you. It's going to, here's my apron, and the phrase is going to start about here and go down. So let's see how that would work. That would be about my bust. Claudia says, I love the new blue chalk paste, and my favorite new stencil is the wine stencil you're using now. Yay! Okay, let me move it up just a smidge. Some of you ladies have a little more upstairs than I do, so you might want to hold yours up a little bit higher. Okay, there we go. I've got it in place, and let me get my stencil. I'm going to take my stencil, and you guys have seen me do this on and off. Sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't, but good etiquette for yourself to be able to find stuff later is to go ahead and write on the back of your backer sheet. That's the back of the stencil, the carrier sheet that it comes on. And the reason to do that is twofold. One, to remember, if you're like me, you've probably got like stencils laying out everywhere waiting to dry. So that's one reason, so you'll know which one it goes on. And the other one is to remember that that's the back, and it's like a matte finish, and we don't want to stick the stencil to that because then it'll be difficult to get up. Okay? So let's say, okay, today's question. Yes, thank you for your help there. All right, let me see the comments. Got to go back so I can see them. Okay, all right, so I'm going to remove this. That's a new stencil smell. Okay, and then I'm going to put it in place here. Now, what I thought that I would do is I think that I'm going to do her everything in black except for the word wine. And let's see, I will do her lips in the wine color. So I'm using Wineberry permanent ink, and I'll be using the coal black ink. Okay, I'm going to show you wine just a little bit, but I have got some cool fringe that I'm going to use to embellish this apron, and I think that the black is really going to pop if I use black ink. It's kind of, you know, same all the way through. All right, I didn't really like where that was lining up, so I'm going to move it down a tad. Just want it as straight as it can be, and I just use the I just use the fabric here to see about how straight it should be and make sure it's lined up. Is it lined up on everything? It is. I think we're good to go. Loving the filigree pattern, Joey says. Hi, Selena. Love the one you're doing now. It's my favorite, Katrina says. Oh, hi. Can't believe I caught you live. Hey, MJ. Good. I'm glad you're able to catch us live. If you missed Nacho Libre, you need to come back and rewatch. All right, so I'm going to open up my coal black and my wineberry. I'm going to start with wineberry just because the darker colors are less forgiving. So if I make a mistake or if I try to get in a little space, it's going to be more difficult with the lighter color on top of the dark. Did I say that right? I hope I said that right. You guys know what I mean. Ooh, that's gross. I totally missed the trash can. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with my squeegee, and I'm just going to put a little bit of this wineberry. Look how delicious that looks. It looks beautiful. And I'm just going to ink right around her lips, okay? Actually, it'd probably be better if I got, hang on just a second. Sorry guys, I'm going to use my paintbrush squeegee because it's such a small area, and you'll see when I'm done with this part. I want to make sure that I get her lips, but I don't want to get the other areas, you know. All right, this is the squeegee paintbrushes. They will come back in stock. They'll be just slightly different, but they are terrific to use when you want to get in really small and tight spaces and get, you know, some good detail going on. Let me put that off to the side. My first Wednesday live. Hey, Carolyn. Awesome. All right, so then I'm going to take the rest of that wineberry. Wineberry, it's so beautiful, and how fitting with this stencil, right? I'm going to put that over the wine. And then I'll show you guys the colors that I've chosen real quick. See what you think about them. You let me know. Let me set this off to the side. Okay, this is my wineberry so far. Isn't that a beautiful color? All right, next I'm going to open the black, and I have 2 new jars. How exciting. I love it when I open a new jar. All right, so I got the coal black. Let me get this away from my project so I don't get it on me. Yay, that time I got it in the trash. All right, and then I got my coal black, and it is ink, is permanent ink. So if you've never used our permanent inks before, the way you're going to use them is just like chalk paste. You're just going to squeegee on and squeegee off. And if you've never done it, you know, give it a shot. It's not difficult. I would say the only thing that you do want to be careful with is not to press too hard so that you don't get the ink underneath the stencil and bleeding through, you know, bleeding under the stencil, because they are permanent. You know, it is what it says. It's permanent. So you get it in an area, and that's the end of that. However, sometimes there's just those happy little mistakes, and sometimes you get ink in an area, you're like, oh, hey, I didn't mean to get that there, but that's kind of looking interesting right now. So, all right, so we've got her done now. Anybody out there just love inking? I guess the reason I love it, so you can put ink on fabric, you can put ink on glass, ceramic, anybody else out there? Let's see, but I like it because it is, you know, permanent, and you can throw these things in the wash. You can, you know, if it's fabric, you can throw it in the dishwasher if you heat set your glass or ceramics. And so, you know, whereas some other products like vinyl and stuff like that, they're not forever. This one's forever and ever. All right. Julie says she loves to ink. You open that so much easier than I've been able to. I get it everywhere just opening it. Oh, I have that problem sometimes, I do have to say. Have to admit, I don't know, I got lucky today. Got lucky. Okay, let's see what we've got. Let me show you. It's on there pretty good. So I put a layer on, and then I squeegeed it off. And I'm just going to start doing the peel and reveal. I'm going to do a little bit at a time in case, you know, I didn't get enough. I can go back and put more. Okay, I think it's looking good. You got to be careful with the letters, because especially these, because they're like matchstick thin, right? And so if you don't get them, then you have to roll it back in place and squeegee again, or wait for it to dry and redo it. All right, so it looks like I got it. Looks like I got it all. First go. All right, I'm gonna put this off to the side so I don't get it on my project, and I will deal with that later. Okay. Always got to keep wipes here next to you, right? You love the Snuggle Bunny stencil. Yep. So we sell transfers, and those are rub-on images, and we also sell stencils, and I am working with a stencil right now. And I put this all the way over here. I do not want to get it on my project. Okay, so now I want to show it to you guys. Look what I've got. Didn't that turn out so cute? This is going to make a great gift for somebody. I love it. Okay, now I'm going to put that in place, and what I wanted to show you is, while that's drying, I am going to embellish the bottom of the apron. And like I told you before, I took the bottom part of the apron and I folded it about 7.5 inches up. I folded it and I pressed it in place. Okay, so that you can see that I pulled it to the front. So here's where I inked, and then I just pulled it down and laid it in front. See that? Okay, what I'm going to do now is I am going to use Sure Bond, and I just put mine in an old, I take them out of the plastic and I put it in an old peanut butter jar, because it's absolutely my favorite food ever in the world, and so I have plenty. And this Sure Bond fabric glue is the bomb. And what it is essentially like, it's essentially like sewing, but you're not sewing, so that's cool. Actually, because this is going to be an apron, I am going to glue this in place, and in some places I am going to come back and just add a little bit of stitching just to shore it up a little bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to take this and I am going to create some pockets, and I think 3 would be good. So what I'm going to do then is find a, let me flip this around. I'm going to show you this one more time. Our healing mat has the other side has numbers going along the side and the bottom, but I had it facing you so I couldn't see them. So let me flip it around, and I'm just trying to find a you know, like a third. So like, what's 24 divided by 3 is 8, so I'll go 8 here. So I think what I'm going to do here is just put some glue, a strip of fabric glue here. I am going to do it again over here at 16. And like I said, this is just to hold it in place right now. I am going to come in later and I am going to stitch it all the way down. But this is just to put it in place for now. Okay, I just wanted to mark it. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is look at this awesome fringe. I got this from Samantha. She did an apron, a couple of aprons with this, and I love this. I thought this lady, you know, she's looking nice and proper, and it would be super cool if we had some trim. So I'm going to use my glue gun, and I am going to put it right on the seam, right? This is the other side, so what we're looking at is probably like the wrong side right here, right? But I'm going to cover that up, and I'm going to put the lace there. So I'm just going to go like a little zigzag. Now, we don't want to glue this piece to this piece. We just want to glue on the hem, you know, at the bottom, because that is where we want our trim, and we definitely don't want to close off these cute little pockets we're going to make. Okay, let me keep going here. And you know, you guys can always come back in. Like I said, I think the greatest thing about this glue is, you know, that you don't have to sew, but you can also use it as like a temporary holder to put something in place until you get a chance to sew it, or you know, think about all those pins that you put in. years and years of using those pins, right, to put things in place. You don't necessarily have to do that here. You can just glue it down, and if you wanted to, you can go back over it with a running stitch or a zigzag or whatever you want. And I'll just continue on over this piece here, and I'm going to show you how adorable this is when I'm done. See, I was thinking I've got to let her dry a minute, but on the stencil, she has got one, she's turned to the side, so she's got her ear showing, and it's got an earring, but she's also got a necklace, and it looks like pearls. So I thought, wouldn't it be cute if we actually put some pearls on that? So we're going to do that too. Okay, and please remember, if you're on, or I'm sorry, now that you're on and joining us, that today is Wednesday, so you are going to want to comment what is your favorite item from the new releases. All right, so let me cut off the end, and then I'm going to show you what we have so far, what I do with those awesome stencil scissors. So if you guys don't have our stencil scissors yet, these are the bomb dating. They are such great scissors. They cut so well. Here, let me get these so I don't ruin my lace. All right, and then I am going to put glue on the outside so that those pockets stay in place, and when I pull it up and show it to you, you'll be able to see, okay? Because you know, I am, like I said, I'm going to come back through and put a running stitch in here, but I want to make sure that it looks great when I pull it up and show it to you, okay? And we understand the function and form of it. All right, and one last one down here, the Snuggle Bunny stencil and the DIY bunny egg wood kit. Okay, yeah, that one's a lot of fun. Filigree stencil. My husband stole mine, so I have to order more. That's funny. Okay, let me show you what we have so far. Is that adorable? How cute is that? How cute. What a great gift. All right, so then I started thinking, if I put down here, I would like to, and I'm going to dry up here in just a minute. I'm going to show you how I like to dry it very quickly. I am going to put some pearls up here, but just to like bring it all home, I thought at the apex of these corners, I would also put a pearl. Okay, so let me show you what I do. Two things. I got a lot of devices. So I'm going to come in because I'm just going to want to work quickly. I'm going to come in and use my heating gun, and I'm going to go over the ink real quick just to help set it so that when I'm working with it, it doesn't pick up and smudge or anything, okay? And I'm just putting it on a high setting. And I'm paying particular attention to the, you know, the earring area and the necklace area, because that's really where I want to focus in on when I go back through here. Inevitably, I'm one of those people who's like touching wet paint, you know, touching wet ink. So I'm going to give it a second here to dry. I think for me, the hardest part of crafting is the waiting in between. I saw somebody, it might have been one of you ladies, if you know who it was, you know, like raise your hand and tell me, but I saw someone recently showed their craft table. Oh my gosh. If I showed you my craft room, you guys, I will one day. Today is not the day. But basically, I cleared it up enough so nobody would kill themselves. But when I saw somebody laid out their craft table, and this is the truth. This is the truth of a crafter. She's like, here's my project that is sitting over here, painted and waiting to dry. Here's a project that's over here and waiting to get this. Here's a project I'm gonna start next. And it was like, yeah, you always have like tons of projects in different stages. Who else is like that? Oh, rhinestones to the costume. Yes. All right, so I had these seeds. Maybe you guys can help me out. I have these pearls. They're kind of large. And then I had, where'd they go? These little, they're plastic beads, but let me show you. Okay, so it's like this. Can you guys see those? It's just it's a clear, or these faux pearl beads, and these faux pearl beads are like almost half an inch, so they're pretty big. You like the Easter and Lily stencil? Yeah, me too. You have several unfinished products. Yeah, I'm coming to you from a tiny town on the Ohio border. I'm in PS. What's PS? Okay, here we go. Okay, so I think I want to go for this one. Let's see what it would look like. So it would go right here for her earring. Do you guys think that's too big, or is that going to work? I'm kind of liking it. All right, so next thing I'm going to show you that I do, just to make sure, uh-oh, that took a tumble. Just to make sure that everything is dry, I like to use a piece of parchment paper and go over it with my mini heat press. You could use an iron or whatever. I'm just like going to be super careful because I don't want to get ink all over me, and I don't want to ruin my project, especially after I have applied that adorable lace. Okay. I don't need 2 layers. What am I doing? Okay. Oh, yeah. See, her lipstick was still wet. Okay. Okay, I think we're ready to go. So I did somewhere around here. Oh, it fell off. I already threaded a needle because that's hard. When everybody's watching you. My goodness, I'm all over the place today. Okay, so I have got a needle threaded, and I've got, I don't know what kind of thread this is. It is not like regular thread. It's almost like embroidery, not embroidery floss. Needle point maybe? Maybe it's like that. But I chose a thick one. No, it looks okay. Thank you, Kathy. All right, so I'm going to remove the backing. The ink mat. I'm going to put that over there. And then we're going to get to inking her. Or, I'm sorry, putting her earring on. So I'm going to come in from behind, right at her ear, with this needle and thread. And then I'm going to put a pearl on it. Okay? Well, I can't do that. Actually, those pearls have, it says pearl beads, but they have no holes. Let me check that. You know, you think I would have seen it already. I guess we're going with the glass beads. Let's see what that would look like. You guys let me know if you like it. I can always glue them on, but that's a drag. I was really thinking that crochet thread. Thank you. I was really hoping that the pearls would look super cute, but maybe not today. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, what do we think about this? Can you see her earring right there? She got a little bit of bling. Let's go for that, since that's what we have right now. Aloha. Hello, Althea. All right, so I am going to just tie a knot in the back. Again, I'm just going to use this because I don't want to get everything everywhere. So let me tie a knot in the back, and then I'm going to do the same around her necklace, okay? I had some beautiful beads I was thinking about using, but I think I'm going to use them in another project with you guys. They're actually pieces from an old piece of jewelry. And I've been going through a lot of my stuff lately and picking up old jewelry and seeing, you know, if there's anything that I could use, because I want to try to get a little bit into the antique-y looking shabby chic. Is there anybody on here who's doing that and uses old jewelry? Like, do you have some, or do you pick some up when you're at, you know, a garage sale, or ask people to gift them to you if they're not using them anymore? A faux pearl would look better, yeah. You're right, Michelle, it totally would. I think the next one, and I'll do another one, I think the next one's going to have it. All right, so let's go for her necklace. same deal. I'm going to come in on the other side here. And we'll just string together some beads for her on here, some little glass beads. Yeah, that's a drag on the pearls, but we're going to make it work. It's kind of the way it goes with crafting, isn't it? Sometimes it works out the way you want it, and sometimes you got to just roll with the punches. So today we're rolling with the punches. Okay, I'm going to just put it back through. Now, I have a tendency probably to overdo it with knots, but I like to, after each bead, I do like to knot it in case it comes undone. The whole thing doesn't come undone. So that's kind of what I do. So I'm going to tie another little knot. We'll go back through again to the next one. Again, like I said, probably overdoing it, but it's my project, so. All right, come back through to the other side again, right where that other one left off. And we'll put another bead on. Does anybody embellish their fabric projects like this? I'd like to know. I always look for anything old and vintage, Carrie says, to use for crafting. I was born in the wrong era. You know, I used to think the same, and then I thought, you know what? If I was in another era, they'd probably kill me because I'm pretty outspoken, so that probably wouldn't work out so well. But, all right. Now you just get slaughtered in social media. Okay, not funny. All right, back through the other way. And then tell me what you think. Like I said, I was thinking about putting some down in the near the pockets, just at the top of each of the pocket. I think it might look cute. I have lots of I have a lot of vintage buttons, Kathy says. Yeah, those are so much fun to work with. I love them. That one, I don't like that size. That was a different size. Feed that one back through. I like the bigger ones. The bigger ones are really standing out better. Yep, okay. So if you have your favorite stencil, if you mentioned a favorite stencil that came out, can you tell me your favorite chalk paste color? I love all the new colors. I love the just like the dusky color of them, the like grayish kind of deal. I think they look kind of cool. The dusky blue is nice. I think the rose is my favorite. But that sage green cannot be overlooked. It's beautiful as well. All right, I think we just got 2 more, and then we'll be done with this, okay? I think I put 2 different sizes of beads in here. All right, I think this is going to turn out real cute. So I don't know if you saw a reel of mine recently, but Samantha and she works in customer service here, and we just opened a little shop. We've had so much fun with it. It's a lot of work, trust me, a lot of work. But some of the fun and cool things that we make here, we've been putting in there. And so thanks, you guys, for being our audience while we do that. Craft with you. All right, and last one. I'm going to put one more, and then we'll be done with this. And then you can let me know what you think about the bottom. So, like I said, if you chose a stencil as your favorite lease, let me know what color chalk base that you like. Okay, I think I've got all these on here. I'm going to double knot it at the end. I always do, right? Kind of like suspenders. Just doesn't hurt to have a little bit of insurance. Then, so that I get them going all the same way, I'm going to put just a smidge of that Sure Bond hot glue on here. If you guys haven't tried this, you really ought to. It's just a game changer. Okay, and I want these to behave and sit the way I want them to sit, so that's why I'm putting the glue in there. Yeah, they're where they're supposed to be, but they can move a little bit, so that's why I'm using the glue. Okay, tell me what you think about her. She has got her sling on. She's got her necklace. She's got her earrings. She is ready to party. Okay, now my question for you guys is on the bottom, where each of the pockets, at the seam of each pocket, do we need to have another little bling? What are your thoughts on that? I'm gonna listen. Dusky blue paste is the perfect color. Very cute. Thank you, Katrina. That's cute. Okay, I think I am gonna go ahead and put the little beads on there, and then we can wrap this puppy up. Has anybody gotten this stencil yet? Did anybody buy it? Pop on and buy it yet? It's so adorable. You know, we do a lot of stencils, and every gift is a beautiful example of one that we do that is, you know, religious in nature. But we also do several, you know, we'll do snarky ones just because we love them. You know, that's kind of how life is. It's kind of can get a little snarky. But it's just, it's lately mine and Samantha's favorite. So, have you guys picked up this stencil yet? It's just fun, you know. It's fun to have a little bit of snarkiness in your life. Okay. I'm going to put one on, then you guys tell me what you think, okay? I mean, we don't have to be committed to it. I can always take it off. You guys do that too? Put something on, you're like, yeah, that doesn't work out so well, and you got to take it right back off. Okay. Oh yeah, that one's gonna stay. I think it's cute. Okay, so if you're just hopping on, don't forget to sprinkle the love around. Let other people see what it is that we're doing here so they can get involved and so that they can have the opportunity to win for Win It Wednesday. So the question of the day is from our latest releases, what is your favorite item? And then, of course, if you missed Nacho Libre in the beginning, you're going to want to go back and look at his, you know, watch his appearance. I wish he'd come back. I don't think he's coming back. Okay. Okay. All right. So, and then at the pocket, here is that little bling right here, that little extra bling. So I was thinking one on the end here, on this end, the pocket here, and on this end. Okay. I think that that's what I'm going to do. All right, well, I will let you guys go for now. I hope that you enjoyed this. You know, create until your heart is content. I love it. Just embellish all over the place. You never know what's going to, you know, whatever's going on in your brain, you never know what's going to actually end up on the product, right? Or on the surface. So, you guys, thank you so much for joining me, and have a fabulous Wednesday. I hope that you win. Bye-bye.